Okay, so here we want to understand how to read a PCM graph. So this graph is showing us a phase change from solid to liquid. And we know if we do the dance, when we move from a solid to a liquid, we know that we're going to be moving, our molecules are moving faster, and they're spreading apart, right? That molecular attraction is breaking. On the graph, I want to look at the y-axis and I want to look at the x-axis. So I can see that on the x-axis, there's time, right? So time is here on the x-axis, starting from, 0 to whatever, an increase in time on this side. And then on the y-axis, we have temperature. So a lower temperature here at the lowest point, and then the temperature is rising, right? We don't have numbers on here, but we can definitely tell that time is increasing and temperature is increasing as the graph goes on. So our first question, what happens to energy and temperature when the PCM is a solid? Okay, so I'm going to look at where it's a solid, and I could see that the line is going up, right? There's definitely like something a positive trend here. So we know that if that line is continuing to go up, that here where there's a solid, that the energy and the temperature are both increasing. Now, what happens to energy and temperature here where it's melting? Well, this is called a temperature plateau, right? And even if we don't know what that means, we can see that what is the temperature doing over time? It's doing nothing, right? So during that melting portion, the energy and temperature are just staying the same. And then if we look at liquid for energy and temperature, we could see that now the graph is going to change again, and it's going to continue to increase. So for liquid, energy and temperature are increasing. What is the temperature plateau? Well, I know the temperature plateau is when melting is taking place, so it's kind of in between phases. Like in between it being a solid and it being a liquid, the temperature is going to remain the same as that phase change is happening. So I wrote down here, the temperature plateau is when the temperature stays the same for a period of time. It's in the middle of a phase change. So we want to make sure that we're writing all of this down. All right, and after I'm done here, let's keep the answers up on the board just so you can finish up. Number 3 says, as more time passed, what happened to the molecules in this PCM? All right, well, this isn't a trick question. I mean, think about molecules and what happens when you go from a solid to a liquid. So again, if you do the dance from a solid to a liquid, what's happening to those molecules? They're moving faster, right? And their molecular attraction is decreasing. Energy is overcoming that molecular attraction. So over time, the molecules increased in speed and the kinetic energy overcame the molecular attraction. So we're going to write this down, all right? And then you and a partner are going to work on the next graph on your own and fill in those answers. Okay, thanks guys. Have a good day.